Well, welcome back. It's Michelle from Michelle's Ink and Stamp It. And if you are new to my channel, thank you for joining. I really appreciate you coming in. Hopefully you'll stay longer and subscribe. And to my returning subscribers, thank you very much. You'll never know how much I really appreciate that. So yeah, I've gone a lot of different ways with my cover. So this is part 9, I think. How long does it take to make one? So I am still going to use this because I absolutely love this. However, I am not going to use this. I had this on there as part of the cover, and I don't like that. I had this on there, and I was going to do this like a little pocket thing, but I thought, yeah, I'm not crazy about that either. So what I've come up with is this, and let's just tear it up and get started. I have no plan, really. I just saw this and thought, okay, well, that is, I like this better than anything else I've come up with, so we're going to start there. Okay, so I folded this in so we'd have more real estate on the pocket. I'm going to do my little thumb hole on here. I'm not sure if that's going to be the center or where it's going to end up being, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so we have that. I have this other piece here. I think I'm going to fold this on the white part. I want to try to get as much room as possible, so just going to keep going that way. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing great. We're getting ready for the 4th here. This video will probably go up after the 4th, but hope you have a good holiday. I got that pretty square because the lines are lining up there. Okay, so since I have that, I want to let's look at what I have over here. I have all these little pieces that I cut off for the inside. Let's go with that because it's colorful, and okay, we'll do it that way. And okay, well, I'm just going to line the whole boogin' thing there. This all smashed down here so we get a good even piece on it. And then I'm going to cut this right to the inside of this line and the inside of that line. Got my chopper here. Well, of course, we can't do it with that. Okay, next best thing. I need to go to the inside of that. So I'm going to put that there, line these all up, and then scoot everything in a hair. That will work. This side won't show because we're going to glue it down to the cover to make our tag holder. Okay, so now I could just line. Okay, I already lost my piece. Well, yeah, isn't that the way? Oh, it's sitting right in front of me. Okay. I'd like to get that blue part in there, so I think that'll work. So let me get my glue book. And my glue, that will help. Just try to go over everything twice because all the glue sticks say that. For the best coverage, make sure you get 2 coats. Whoa, I just dropped it on the floor. Well, it just slid off on the floor. Okay. Try to bring it right up to the line. Glue that down. And glue that in. Let's glue this to the. Now I gotta pick up my glue book. And I am going to be gluing this down, so it's not going to matter if I go over on that part. Okay. Make sure we didn't glue it down on the inside anywhere. Yep, we're all good. That's going to keep that from showing there. Okay, sorry for saying okay all the time. I'm definitely talking to myself when I'm doing that. All right, so I think I want to put this here. I would like to keep the 192 on there. So let's do this. I'm going to put this on a line here and go across. So I can just pull it up on the big line there. And that should get me semi-straight. Okay. And now I don't see my art glitter glue. I know it was here. Oh, it's hiding in the background. I had my tea up there, so. I want to close this into the pocket, so I'm just going to run a thin bead of glue there. I'm going to do this on my craft mat so it doesn't stick on there. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, I think I'm going to like that. Now I can choose to, and I think I will, I'll glue up here, I'll glue down this side and this side, and I'll leave this part open. So we could do a tuck behind it if we want to. We don't have to, but it'll be there if we need it. Okay, so let's do that. And I'll use my art glitter glue for that. Hello, my friends. It's Michelle at michelesinkitstampit. It does help when you take the lens cap off of your camera. I'll go ahead and leave that in because that was funny. What do you do with your scraps? You know, I have little scraps left over from projects and stuff, so what I did was cut out. This side is blue, so that's why this is here. I just took my whale tail punch and punched as many as I could. That way I had them for my projects. So this is going to get added onto my video that started yesterday because I don't know what happened. I had to answer the phone. I don't know what happened, but anyway, then I got sidetracked from there on out. But I ended up finishing this, not even thinking of the video. So here it is. So I guess we're going to do the walkthrough now. I put this pocket on, and I think that's where my video ended at, if I'm not mistaken. That's where I got called away. So I added my lace on top because this is what I wanted to use. And then the reason for the whale tail punches was I punched out a whale tail for this. This is a thing that I got at an estate sale. So this says copyright Jeanette Wright Knight in Cobb, and that's where I went to the estate sale at. So I just collaged on the front of this. The back you can write on, or you could write across the front of this too. And then I attached an eyelet, sorry, I think what they're called, and put this that I had shown you before, the Twisted Tangle from Donna over at Twisted Paper Studios. So I'll have to make another tag for in there, but this is how that's going in. I'm going to push that all the way back in. I got it too high. Oops, I just pulled that out. So we put a little bit more glue there. And you know, when those things are going to happen. They'll even happen to you if you buy one. Put that on there, glue it in, and I'll go through for a couple of days and just look at the pages and see what needs to be fixed. I have these out in case I want to put them in. This is what I did on the back, and to make it you know, cohesive with the rest of the thing, when you add something in that's not anywhere else, you go ahead and well, here I have this probably will be a ready-made tag for that. Let's see if that'll go in there. If it is, I'll just, and it's the perfect size. Okay, so I'll finish that up. I'll put all the stuff on that too. Okay, and I just saw that lift up, so let me put some more glue here. And that's what you do, you know, any place that you missed. I'm gonna put that on the side there. Because it happens. You bend it a little bit and the glue pops off or whatever. So, oh, here's what I did for the inside of the cover. I don't think I showed you that yet. And I did this on the first page. And I kept the front with the arrow on it on this page and not did it purposely till the very, very end, just so that I made sure that I did it. So we have our tag. Then I still didn't do anything with this, but whoever gets this can surely do something with it. This is all like that. The back is covered. You could write on any part of that. And I still have this, so you could cut this up into 2 little tags. You could fold it in half and use it as 1 tag, whatever you want. I did take this is the same pocket like this one, and this is from Bohemian Crafter, or Bohemian Crafting, I think she is. So, fold that back in there. This has a pocket here. It ends up with 2 pockets. So I put the big one back behind, just left it like a journaling card. You could write on it. This one has a blank backside too, so you could write on that. I'm a daily journaler, so I put plain backing on everything so that I can write on it. You can write on the front. You could write on this here too. You could write in here. And then I put the lace on there. I added one of the whale tail punches for the little pieces that I did. I like that to hang out the bottom. You don't have to. Then I have a couple of tags in here. This is another piece that was left over from this, so I put that in the back. This in here. I'll try to do this fast so that you don't have to sit and look at that. These are, they open, so you can write in there. This one I think does the same thing. Yes, it opens this way. You could write in there. You could write over the top. You could write on the back. This one you can do little writings in between. It goes in the corner pocket. Sounds like I'm playing pool. This was a book page. I just folded it up. You can collage with it. You can leave it as it is. You can gesso on it, write on it. This you can write on. This one you can write on. All these pages are writable. This you can write around in here. And it probably wouldn't work writing on this piece, but you could gesso over the top of this and put your writing on there. This one looks like it has a paper clip, but it doesn't. And then I backed it. This could be written on. This is a tag. Just slips in there. It can be attached. It can be moved wherever you want it. All these can be written on. This is a journaling card. This is a fold-over pocket. It goes on both sides, so I tuck things in the back, but you can move it to a different page if you want. There's another one of those tags that are double-sided. This, I think I just backed with some white packing paper. I have this, which you've seen. I added a whale tail punch to here that I cut out, so that makes it easier to turn. This has a bunch of things in the pocket, and this tag here opens up for writing. This on the back is plain. This was our little lace pocket that we used. This is the tuck here that we used with the paint chips. So we did that together. I think we did all this. Oh, I still had to glue this part on, so let's do that real quick for you. Just gonna set this here. I had this just like this, so didn't want to do that all the way down, but hey, we're gonna work with what we have. That one I'm gonna put there. Go across the top. Okay, now I'm going to pick the whole thing up. Take this paper clip off here. I didn't like how all it just kind of was too busy with all the wording and the colors, so I thought I'll just mute that down. There we go. I really don't know why I have the paper clip on here, to be honest, but we put you saw me do these, I did that with you. This I think I added. I really liked this paper. I wanted to put it somewhere, so because it's a letter, I just left it like that. Yep. The inside's plain, so you can write on it, and I just folded it up like that. Put it there. I like all those colors together. Okay, so here, what do I have on this page? Nothing. Okay, so let's take that off to the side. I wanted to put this on there because it was a little too plain. I don't know what I'm gluing on top of, but it's very shapely. I can feel it. Alright, so let's put this in there. This could be taken out and put on a different page if you want. Okay. We have our center. This can all be written in. You can definitely write over that. You can write on here. You can write on here. Here's a page for writing. This, we did our hidden paper clip. This was a pocket that we put in. That's blank. Oh, I put this, we made this like a little envelope looking thing with that background. So I went through my wax seals and I find my little tiny rose, and I had one of these already made up, so I just glued it on the back on there. We have two tags in there. This is an envelope that has that cigarette card in there. This is an envelope that you can put stuff in. This was our belly band. I think you saw that. I did end up gluing the lace down. This was the tag. You've already seen that. This here. Okay, just stick that in there for another place to go to. You saw that. I ended up putting a whale tail punch on that with those cutouts. And then here's the back, what I did with the back inside cover and the back page. So these were all the little pieces that I had left over that I did the whale tail punches with. So that's out of that one. Okay, and there's the back. There's the spine. I'm going to look for something to be able to put on the spine. This ended up being too big because I thought, oh, that'll look really pretty right there on the spine. But it's too big. So when I go back to the estate sales, I think I'll take this with me and find a piece of jewelry that'll go in there. Even a bracelet. You can open the bracelet up and flatten it out and then stick it on there. So there we have it, our no-sew journal. I thought I was hoping I would get this finished in June, but here it is in July. But at least we did it. We did it. It's done. All right. Hope you have a great holiday. Hope you had a great holiday. I'm not sure. I think this will go up after the 4th. I'm not sure. Okay. So I'll be sure to like and subscribe here, and I will put a video over here that you might be interested in. So go create something fun. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.